Rangers Journal.
Hello and welcome to the Rangers Journal. My name is Kai Watson and today we're here to talk about whether Rangers should sign Relebohile Mofokeng, the South African winger from Orlando Pirates. So originally the report started in South Africa, made its way onto Twitter, loads of kind of scouting pages were reporting it because apparently he's a player that's been looked at quite a lot by scouts that kind of look in lesser covered areas. But then over the weekend, the Rangers review confirmed that Rangers are in fact in talks with Orlando Pirates and the player. So this deal looks like it could be a go up. So let's look at the type of player that Rangers might be signing. So Mofokeng is a 19-year-old South African winger, currently plays for Orlando Pirates. The graphic does have him listed as 5'3". Did scour all over the internet for kind of stats on him, and everywhere had him listed as about 161 centimetres, which roughly works out about 5'3". But lots of South African followers on Twitter and experts in the area have assured me that he is not 5'3". So I think we're looking at somewhere between 5'6" and 5'8". Not that it matters, you can be a player at any height, but I think there was a bit of worry over the fact that he might have been 5'3" and coming to Scottish football, which is obviously known for being famously physical. So his key stats for this season: 25 appearances, he scored 3 goals and got 5 assists. It's 209 minutes per goal contribution. And looking at the footage of him, he's a tricky winger who's very confident taking on defenders, brilliant first touch, loves to get away from defenders with his first touch. So doesn't take too many touches, likes to use his first touch to either spin away or turn aside from the defender. Great pace, agility, balance, and he's one of South Africa's brightest prospects. He's just been called up to I think it's a provisional national team this week, so potentially in line for his first South Africa cap, but he is thought to be one of the brightest prospects currently playing in South Africa. It's definitely an area that Rangers are going to need to improve in this season. There's not been enough goals coming from wide areas of the midfield, apart from obviously Abdallah Sima, who unfortunately got injured. Not been able to rely on consistency from Rabi Matondo. Unfortunately, Oscar Cortez looked really bright. Obviously, he got injured in January. The rumours are that he's going to be coming back, potentially a loan with an obligation to buy. He has been back at the Rangers training centres training, so it does look likely that a deal might be hashed out. But again, I would imagine Rangers trying to sell the likes of Scott Wright in the summer. Ross McCausland been in really good form towards the end of the season, but I don't know if, obviously, depending on who's brought in, Rangers might look to loan him out, or if Philip Clement does see him as part of the first team next year. So young wide players are obviously going to be in high demand, and especially when you're looking at 400k. Some of the reports that came out also linked Wolves and Red Bull Salzburg were looking at Mofokeng. And if you're looking at the way they've kind of recruited, obviously Wolves are getting a bit of criticism around their recruitment just now because of how Fabio Silva performed for Rangers and how much they paid for them. But Red Bull Salzburg obviously famously recruit very well. Salzburg have actually focused a lot on the retention of getting players in from Africa, so if Rangers have managed to beat them, this prospect that they were interested in, then I think that's brilliant business from the club. It shows they're casting the net far and wide when it comes to scouting and recruitment this summer. I think it's very exciting. There's obviously not much data available to myself. I've not been able to find much. There's not an overage of footage, but the footage does look very exciting. He looks very direct, very quick, keen to take defenders on. Again, decision making and finishing is one of those things that wingers can improve, but he's only 19. He's not had years of first team football. Again, he's just about to enter the international stage as well, so his profile is on the rise. And if the likes of English Premier League clubs and Red Bull Salzburg have been scouting on him, there's obviously a potential player in there. So I thought it'd be interesting not just to listen to my opinion on the bits of data I've seen, the bits of footage that have been shown, but also took some comments that will be on the screen from Orlando Pirates fans and just their thoughts on the player. So the first one says, Mafokeng is a brilliant footballer, way ahead of his peers in the South African League. He has huge potential to be one of the greatest wingers to come out of South Africa. His pace, amazing dribbling ability, football brain, he's a problem solver and has the ability to score goals from the wing. Obviously, what doesn't sound amazing about that? And then moving on to the next comment. So he's a very good player. He's technically gifted as well with a very high ceiling. One of the best talents in South Africa. He's an important player in the current setup, even at his young age. He can also play other attacking positions. He's a top talent. So again, just reading all that, it's obviously very exciting. That's Orlando Pirate fans and also received many, many other comments from, not sure it was just only Orlando Pirates fans or also just South African football fans in general that didn't want him to leave the league. I don't think it's a case of they don't think he's ready. I think it's just they want to see a bit more of him and see him develop there. There's also quite a few shouts that a lot of the fans would rather him go to Red Bull Salzburg, but obviously we're here. Top Rangers, we want these type of players in if we can beat a team that's such a talent factory as Salzburg, then it's a brilliant deal and the type of players we really should be looking to get in. If we're going to be serious about the player trading model, we have to be turning these deals of 400k players or players for a couple of mil into the kind of tens of millions or even between 5 and 10 million. It's brilliant business. We've obviously done that with Glenn Kamara, getting him for 50k and selling him for 5-ish million. So if we can get someone like Mofokeng in for 400k a couple of years, we sell him for anywhere between 5 to 10 million or even more than that. It's brilliant business. And that's what Rangers really need to focus on this summer. It's smart recruitment, looking ahead at players we can bring in and make profit because financially we're falling behind Celtic, especially if we can't get in the Champions League this year. So that means his transfer business needs to be spot on. And looking at a 19-year-old winger from the South African League that has big potential, that's been scouted by big clubs for a minimal fee of 400k, it could be brilliant business. He obviously might come, might not settle, it might not turn out the way we hope, but there's very little risk at paying 400k for a player. I think he looks exciting. He's going to be a bit raw coming in. It might take a bit of time to settle, but again, 19 years old, exciting winger that's going to take defenders on. He's got an eye for goal. He's going to have a dig. He's going to get stuck in. I think it's a very exciting target, a very exciting market. And again, it will just be interesting to see what happens this summer because a lot of the rumours have all been different regions, different types of players, different age ranges. So it will just be really interesting to see who Rangers actually get in. So this was just a quick video on Relebohile Mofokeng. Again, South African winger that Rangers have been targeting recently. We were planning on getting a South African expert on sometime this week. Hopefully we can match up the schedules and we'll get him on, get him to kind of talk about his time in South Africa, how he sees his play style, what he thinks his ceiling is, if he thinks Rangers are a good move. So that should be exciting and also should be coming this week. And again, I just want to say a massive thank you for 1k subscribers. We said our thanks on Twitter earlier on, but it's a massive milestone for us at the Rangers Journal. We put in so much effort to try and bring you content like this. We try to make the podcast a bit different. It's just we're trying to do so many different things just to stand out, and it's nice to get the recognition and getting over 1k. So thank you so much for the support so far. If you like the content, please like and subscribe and have a great day.